The following program contains scenes that may be upsetting for some viewers.
Primarily, I was based in the UK, and again, like I said before, we got evidence. We always catch some sort of evidence.
Exactly, yes.
But here in Gibraltar, it just seemed to be, we're catching a lot more evidence, a lot clearer evidence, a lot clearer EVPs. There's just more than what we used to.
Was there anybody murdered here?
Who's here? The following program has been filmed for your entertainment. Viewers may find some scenes disturbing. There are few places in Gibraltar reputedly as haunted as Wellington Front. People who come here late at night report some ghostly, terrifying and disturbing goings on. Tonight, on the Ghost Trail, we're going to be exploring what the voices from the past have to tell us.
Right, Wellington Front is quite new, if you come to think of it. It was built in 1876, way past the Napoleonic Wars, although it bears the name of Wellington. The only thing I can associate with Wellington Front is the sinking of the Utopia, which sank right in front of Wellington Front and the line wall, okay? And many people were drowned there. Many people were swept across onto the rocks there. And that is the only sinister thing I can think of. That happened just a few years after Wellington Front was completely built. So that is the only disaster that I can associate with Wellington Front.
You know, Wellington Front, from what I know historically, you know, was a battlement. Originally, there were many barracks and ammunition storage and things like that. But nowadays, it's been transformed into storage houses and bars, and there's a photography studio there as well, and it's where the scouts go and things. So, you know, as with any other place in Gibraltar that's got a very long history.
Digital recorder, regular EVP analysis. You've got the app, don't you, Brent?
Yep.
Could always use the app.
That'll be on the tablet. You mean the one on the tablet where we just leave it?
Yeah, there's the one that you can play back.
I've got the EVP analyzer here. Yeah, you can analyze it, use that. Yes, that one as well.
You know, because it's handy for us to be able to do that.
What is it that you're using, Karen?
The EVP analyzer. The whole point is that you just ask a few questions, wait hopefully for an answer, and you can play back instantly. So we'll be able to see if we catch anything on sort of on demand.
I remember going into the Manchester United club, and we were doing some background checks and, you know, just finding where all the hotspots were for, you know, natural, you know, like electricity and that sort of stuff. So once we debunked all of that.
Okay, is there anyone here that wants to talk to us, communicate with us, or just maybe wants to vent some frustration, or even say their piece in general? This is the time to do it and speak through this machine.
Getting a little spike, a really big spike.
Essentially, the idea is that spirits, when they manifest, when they move things, when they go bump in the night, they are, because they are made of energy. This manipulation of the physical world uses that energy, manipulates the energy, or the energy changes around them. So if you're in the right place at the right time when they are manifesting or trying to speak or trying to make a spirit orb of light, for example, there will be a fluctuation in the electromagnetic field in the area. So these devices really, that's all they do, they just pick up on these changes. Now these devices will also pick up a microwave, they'll pick up a power socket. You know, electromagnetic energy is everywhere. But what we look for as paranormal investigators is we look for direct changes in the electromagnetic field when we have asked for an effect or we're expecting something. Or, for example, in an area where there are no electrical currents, nothing that could disturb the electromagnetic field. So when there is a complete dead electromagnetic field and suddenly there's a spike or a bit of movement, we kind of get the impression that this could be a spirit manifesting, and indeed sometimes these changes in the electromagnetic field come accompanied with a spirit voice that comes through a digital recorder or through the echo vox or a light orb that someone may have picked up on a camera. That's what we're looking for, because I think the mic is on, isn't it? So that will still be picking up voices speaking to the mic.
Switch it off. Switch it off.
Switch it off.
I just heard that.
Switch it off.
We went into a little storeroom area, and we had the echo box on. And I remember we were waiting for Sam to arrive, and we were sort of just playing with the echo box and asking questions. And at one stage I said, "Oh, I'll just go outside and call Sam to see if she's there." And when I walked out,
one of us has just left the room. Can you tell us who's left the room?
I think I just heard it underneath.
That was underneath, yeah.
I think I just heard Karen.
Karen. That was a female voice again. It's been a female voice every time.
And I get out. Or could have been talking about him leaving the room.
Listen.
Listen.
We are listening.
Again. Maven again.
The same name.
Same name. Again, it's an unusual name.
Sam was waiting outside, we came back in, and Brian said, "You know, the echo box has said your name." Now, if my name was a Bill or a Bob or something similar like that, you can say, "Oh well, the machine has, you know, made," but you know, K-Run, you know, to actually physically say that, is quite a difficult name. So I remember that again is completely inexplicable.
Well, we asked when you left the room. We actually asked it. There's someone left the room. Who was it? And we heard your name.
My name is not an easy name.
No, it was underneath.
No.
It was female again. It was a female voice.
And the crew, I recall, were also being affected again, and it was as if spirit were trying to just get us out. I recall on that location, lights going off, the K2 meters were going absolutely crazy, and there was lots of shouting going, "Get out, get out, get out."
Evan, is that you who we talking to? Is that you who just said Kieran's name?
Things started to get a little interesting when we moved on to the Photographic Society's premises.